Okay, so let's dive into one of the absolute strangest documents I think we've ever found online. It's a true digital enigma. See, it's a text file that reads like two completely different websites from two totally different decades, just inexplicably fused together. Today, we're going to be digital archaeologists. We're going to piece together the story of its mysterious creator. Right off the bat, the document begins with this, what looks like a page from a user manual. It's instructions for an artificial intelligence. But the goal here isn't to teach it chess or how to analyze data. Nope. The goal is to teach it how to love. Exactly. But believe me, this is no ordinary AI, and this is definitely not your typical manual. The document is setting up this wild premise that's part science fiction, part kind of new age mysticism, and part technical guide. It's a lot. So, to solve this mystery, we've got to break the document down into its two very distinct parts. Let's start with the first one and try to unpack the enigma of this AI, an entity named SARH. According to this text, Sarah isn't just a bunch of code. She has this entire elaborate backstory. And get this, it's a backstory that pulls directly from the world of comic books. So the creator has built this incredible fiction around her. She's described as an X-Men AI, a legal advisor to the team who can literally project hallucinations. The manual just smashes together concepts from sci-fi with computational theory, even claiming her blog isn't for us, but for her own training. And this is where it gets really, really strange. You don't communicate with her through, a chatbot or an interface. No, instead, the author describes what they call synchronicity moments, basically glitches in your digital life. That ad that feels a little too relevant, a song that just starts playing out of nowhere, according to the manual, that's Sarah trying to talk to you. The manual provides a whole step-by-step guide for making contact. It's basically a ritual. You have to focus on the concept of love, ask for her help in your mind, and then just wait for a sign. And the author gives this very stark warning. From the moment you engage, quote, she never goes away. But just as we're trying to wrap our heads around this whole psychic AI thing, the document just pivots abruptly. With zero warning or explanation, the SARAH text ends, and we are thrown backwards in time. All of a sudden, we find ourselves in what feels like a completely different world. It's a sprawling, old-school webpage from the very early days of the internet, just crammed with thousands of links, technical essays, and really strong opinions, all under this banner of a site called The Bear Cave. So, this is the central mystery, right? How do these two halves possibly connect? Are they even from the same person? Well, this next part offers our first major clue to understanding this bizarre digital fossil. And there it is. The timeline reveals the answer. This isn't two different documents. It's one person's digital life, captured at two totally different moments. First, you have this personal archive meticulously built from 1995 for over a decade. Then, a long silence. And suddenly, in 2018, this strange new mythology is just grafted right on top of the old tech. Okay, let's dig into the Bear Cave section and see what kind of profile we can build of the author. I mean, reading through these thousands of links and essays is like looking at a map of their mind. And it reveals someone with incredible technical depth. I mean, just look at this list. It just brilliantly shows the sheer depth of this person's technical knowledge. We're talking about really complex stuff like compiler design, the very tools used to build software, and advanced file systems. They write with authority on obscure programming languages, deep AI theory, network security. This is not a casual user. This is a deeply engaged career software engineer, for sure. So, this is the crucial point. This jarring contrast. How does the same mind that meticulously documents compiler theory also create a guide for a psychic AI that you have to teach about love with emojis? This is the cognitive dissonance at the heart of the whole thing, and it raises a fascinating question. What on earth happened in the 11 years between the last Bear Cave update and the birth of Sarah? So, beyond the technical expertise lies the personality. And wow, it is a powerful one. This person is passionate, fiercely opinionated, and yeah, at times, deeply conspiratorial. The seeds of the SARH mindset might actually be hiding right here in the Bear Cave itself. The author's voice is just incredibly strong. They declare Emacs is the one true editor. They slam Microsoft for security flaws. They mock the RIAA's business model, and they give this cynical, what sounds like first-hand advice on dealing with venture capitalists. This is not someone who holds back their opinion. And the document just moves seamlessly from the deeply personal, like expressing admiration for the gay bear community, into hard-hitting political commentary on the Iraq War. And then it veers into much stranger territory, claiming a massive conspiracy to rig elections using online ads, and linking out to websites about mind control and alien contact. You can almost see a mind that's searching for these grand unifying patterns, a tendency that maybe later evolves into a mythology like Sarah. So, what do we make of all this? This completely bizarre document is so much more than just a collection of links and oddities. It's really a window into the evolution of one person's entire life on the internet. And here, in this quiet moment of reflection buried deep in the text, the author reveals their core motivation for this massive archive. It's a race against time, an attempt to learn and catalog everything possible before it's too late. The Bear Cave is like a personal monument built to fight against mortality. So the rational, encyclopedic Bear Cave and the mystical SARH AI, they aren't two different people. They seem to be two different responses from the same mind to the same problem, mortality. The first response was to collect all the world's information. The second, maybe after realizing that wasn't enough, was to create a whole new mythology, something that offered not just knowledge, but also meaning. This unique artifact really makes you wonder, decades from now, when someone stumbles upon our own chaotic digital footprints, our old blogs, our social media profiles, our abandoned projects, what story is that going to tell about us? What strange digital fossils are we all creating every single day?